Good morning, beauties. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yanni, and as you can see, I'm fresh faced. I cleansed my face and I moisturized, but I am going to be getting ready for work, and I felt like, I've had this subject on my mind for a little bit, and I wanted to do maybe a little series on my channel talking about, true talks with Yanni. And I don't know, maybe this will be the first of many true talks to come. This is my opinion on, certain situations, certain subjects. So please don't get offended if you don't agree with me. Everyone has their own opinion. But if you'd like to talk with me and chat while I'm getting ready for work, then go ahead and grab a snack, grab a bottle of water, because I'm still trying to get healthy up in this joint, and keep on watching. All right. I'm not feeling this sweater today. Actually, I was feeling the sweater, but maybe not the bra, because you can see my straps, and that's not very professional for work. So I'll be right back, and I'll have my brows on, because brows are boring, and I like to do them off camera because they take forever. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. My brows are on, and I changed my brow because, I don't know, just wasn't looking cute to me. So now, tackling the first subject of True Talks with Yanni. So this is a subject that is near and dear to my heart, which is the working mother. Obviously, I'm getting ready to go to work. I am a mother of 6 children, 5 that are currently at home. My children are ranging from 2 years old to 21. The 21-year-old obviously doesn't live here, but at home is 13, 11, 7, 3, and 2. So, yes, I have a herd. They're all boys, and they have loads and loads and loads of energy. So, yeah, I mean, it's fun being a mom of so many children, but it's also very trying because they all have different needs, they all have different wants, and this year especially opened my eyes to just some things that need to be talked about, that needs to be more, parents need to be more aware of. And I did talk to quite a few people, and I am not the only one. I do wish that we would shed a little bit more light on things, and that is teen suicide and children just thinking of taking their lives. But anyway, this year was a very, very emotional year for me, and my 13-year-old had a rough year starting January 2019 to now. So I can't wait to say goodbye to 2019, because I'm hoping 2020 brings me so much more, and it just starts the decade out right, quite honestly. But before we get into all that, I am using it's my Ray Ray BH Cosmetics collaborations. This is the first one, so I have it like that. And I figured I'll go ahead and dip into some of these. I haven't played with this in a very long time, so we're gonna go ahead and prime our, I don't want to say prime, because really it's just I'm putting concealer on my eyelids, and I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I love this concealer. It's so super creamy, super blendable. I like it a lot. So we're just going to take that with my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush, and we're just going to buff that out here. Anyway, like I was saying, so that subject really needs to be touched on, not only by, shows like 13 Reasons Why and stuff like that, but it does need to be, touched on, because it's not only bullying that, creates those thoughts in children. There's so many different scenarios that, bring those thoughts out in children, believe me. And it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not good. And, I thank God every day, and, the person that helped my son out. I thank them every day for, you know, hearing him and seeing all the signs that obviously I didn't, which makes me feel sad as a mother. But this is where the subject of the working mother, you know, comes in. And I shouldn't say working mother, I should say working parent, but because I am a mother, my husband also works. But I feel like that's expected of a father, and I know that's very stereotypical, and y'all gonna come at me. It is what it is, but quite honestly, that's the society is that the man is the provider and the mother is the nurturer. But I am also the provider in my home as well, because in this day and age, you cannot have just one parent working. It just doesn't work like that. I wish it were like that, but it's not. So it is what it is. So I do work, and you know, I work a full-time job because we have a large family. And if I sound like a broken record, I'm sorry, but this is, you know, this is my life. I have a large family. I have boys. I have 6 boys. Do you understand that boys eat like, I don't even understand how they eat. And then they run through clothes and sneakers like, I'm like, holy shit. Like, ever since when I was a little girl, I think I always took care of my stuff. Like, always. I don't know, because everything was just so precious to me. I mean, I didn't know when I was going to get something else, because we were very poor. You know, we were middle class, but we were like the lowest of the middle class possible. Like, we were just barely scratching the middle class, you know? And that's basically where we're at right now with my family. And I never wanted that. Never wanted that. But unfortunately, that's this what happened, you know? It is what it is. I mean, I can't take it back. I have a large family. I love them. They drive me up the wall most of the time, but you know, that's kids, that's family. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for a mom, you know, and I struggle every single day. When I was younger, I always said I don't want to have kids. I was like, no, I don't want to have any kids. I wanted to be career driven because I saw how much my mom struggled with just 2 of us. And I knew I wanted to be successful. And I wanted to be able, I didn't want to be rich, you know. I wanted to be successful where I could live comfortably and not have to worry about paying rent or paying a mortgage, or how am I going to pay this credit card off, or how am I going to afford whatever. I know I wanted to be comfortable. Plain and simple. That's just it. I wanted to be comfortable. And it never dawned on me, you know, that I might meet someone, you know, because all the people in New York suck ass. And, you know, they're a bunch of players, and they're a bunch of, it's just, you know, it is what it is. And I kind of tried to keep to myself, and I had, you know, a boyfriend that, you know, did me wrong, and we had broken up before, probably about 6 months before I met my husband. And I was having fun and enjoying my life, you know, going out to dinner, working. I had my own apartment. Well, I should say I had an apartment with a roommate, and life was good. Life was definitely good. My mom had moved to Florida. My sister had moved to Florida with my mother. I was very career driven. Met my husband, flipped my entire life. For the better. You know, I'm not saying that he did me wrong. It's not that. But it did change my life. Then now I felt like I wanted you know, he had a son. He was 4 years old when I met him, and he was about to be 5. And he flipped my whole mindset. You know, I had nephews and I had nieces already from my stepsisters and stepbrother. But, you know, those weren't like pronounced in my life the way that this one was. You know, we would go see him. You know, he would come with us every weekend and, you know, spend the holidays with us because he was very much in his life. You know, even though he wasn't with the mother, he was very much in his life. So, and I get that and I understood that and I was like, okay. But it changed my whole mindset. I still worked full time and everything like that when we moved to Florida. But when I first became a mother, I knew I wanted to be in my kids' lives. I saw how much my mom struggled, and I saw, you know, how much she wanted to be in our lives. And she pretty much was like in our lives. My sister will tell you, like, my mom was like in there like swimwear. Like, she wanted to make sure where I was at, who I was with, who I was hanging out with. Like, that's just how my mom was. And, you know, I applaud her for that. But she couldn't be all the time everywhere. And my sister went through a rough time, and so did I. You know, and we make mistakes as parents. Believe me, I have had my share. So I get it. I totally get it. And it's hard. It's super hard. I'm going to do a black line. I'm not going to do a wing liner because I am going to put lashes on. But, you know, it's just, it's hard to make a good decision as a parent. You know, you feel every decision is the wrong one. And, you know, it's a constant battle. Right now, I'm dealing with, my husband is away. He's working down south in West Palm Beach because we are planning on moving over there. But right now, we don't have the funds. And you guys would know that if you've been following me. And I'm up here as mom by myself. So I'm mom and dad full time because, you know, my husband FaceTimes every day. I'm not going to take that away from him. But there's not much that he can do over from West Palm Beach. You know, I get the brunt of the questions like, why, you know, is dad over there? Why are we moving? Why, you know, can't dad be here? I want dad. Or they go ahead and they, you know, they don't like change. And I don't think any kid really truly likes change. You know, I remember when my mom used to tell me, you know, we were looking for houses and we were going to move, or, you know, because we did a lot of traveling when we were younger up the East Coast. My stepdad liked to go to Maryland and Delaware. She used to be like, oh, we're going to find a house over here and something like that. And I was like, oh, no, you're not going to take me away from my friends, although I didn't have very many. But it was just the unknown that used to, I guess, scare me. And I guess it's the same for my children. So I'm trying my best to make it very, very, a very easy transition for them, if that makes sense. I don't want to rock their world. So I'm trying, you know, to make it where, I'm trying to make it where it's going to be easier for them. You know, I keep telling them they're going to be able to come up and visit their friends that are up here because, you know, my mom still lives here. We still have family live in the area. You know, and we'll come up and visit and they can come and stay, you know, a weekend up with their grandmother or, you know, their friends. I'm not going to take that away from them. But I know that they're going to meet new friends and it's going to be a whole different world, you know, for them down there. So I just want them to know that it's gonna be okay. But it's rough when you're one parent. You have to work. I have to work full time because I have to help to pay the bills. My husband right now takes care of the larger bills. He pays the rent, he pays the water, he pays the electric, he pays the internet and our cell phones right now. I pay all of my own bills and I also pay, you know, for any food and for, you know, all the miscellaneous things at the house, for clothing, diapers, wipes, you know, all that other random stuff that no one ever thinks about. Well, that's just me doing that. And that can be costly because I have 5 children living at home. It is crazy. So it is what it is. Let me go ahead and put some lashes and I'll be right back. All right, my lashes are on. So back to what we were saying. So it's super difficult for, you know, working mothers. They have to answer all these questions and things like that, especially me. I'm going through a lot of that right now, so I feel super overwhelmed. I already primed my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys know it's my favorite. I'm going to use the oil control spray. So I'm trying to get rid of this. I don't really care for it, but I don't like to waste my products. Okay. And I do press this in because it's like an aggressive spray. But yeah. So it's hard balancing both right now, and I feel like I'm doing more damage than I am doing good. And I'm like, well, do I really truly need to work full-time? Maybe I should go to part-time instead of full-time, so it's just enough. My credit is shot already because of my husband losing his job, and then we just, you know, stuff just hit the fan. So it's not like I'm gonna worry about that, and I don't see myself getting a house anytime soon. I can tell you that much. I've been trying for 13 years to get a house, and it just hasn't been working. You know, I went to school and I have some school loans, which school really is not helping me at the moment, or at least for what I went to school for is not what I'm doing. Obviously, you guys know I do makeup, and I didn't go to school for makeup. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I find myself at a weird crossroads. I have been a stay-at-home mom before, when I had 3 years ago, when I had my 5th son and 6th son. And then I felt the pressure happening with my husband. You know, I knew, you know, when you know someone, I've been with him forever, so I kind of knew that it was getting to him, you know, pressure, big family. And I was like, you know what, how about I go to work part-time? And he was like, you know, if that's something that you want to do, da 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 da, you know, although in his head he was like, yes please, I know that. He's like, yes, I need you to work because, you know, he can't do everything on his own. And I get that. I absolutely 100% get that, and that's why I decided to go back to work. Was it amazing being a stay-at-home mom? Absolutely. You know, we saved money on daycare and things like that. But I wasn't really like a stay-at-home mom because I still worked from home. I babysat, you know, a newborn baby up until he was about 7 months. And then I gave birth to my 6th and last son. So, you know, I was still trying to make a little bit of cash, you know, on the side to help out in the house, even though I wasn't working. But then I decided to actually go to work to get some socialization because I kind of felt like I was just with kids all day long and I needed some adult interaction. You know, because it's rough being a stay-at-home mom. And then, you know, just because you're a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean you sit home and eat bonbons. You know, I took care of all the daily tasks for the house, and then also, you know, kids' homeworks, kids' appointments, you know, cooking, cleaning, laundry, you know. That's a job in itself. That's like 1,000 jobs in one. So I love this foundation. It, you know, was a lot for me. So I'm still doing all of that while still having a full-time job. So for me, it's just like, the position came available for a full-time, and they offered it to me, and I just saw, you know, more money. Plus my kids were getting bigger, and I was like, you know what, they should go to school, get some social interaction as well, because they were home all day with me. So I was like, you know, it's better if they kind of meet some new kids, get some social interaction. And it was probably like for the best, because my 3-year-old learned how to speak so clearly. He has so much fun. He is so smart. Everyone's like, oh my god, your son is so smart. He catches on to things super fast. So I'm glad that I made that choice for him to go into school, but now it's about balancing it, like for the other ones. My 13-year-old, I guess I was so busy with work and trying to help my husband and everything that I didn't notice a change so quick in him. Then also my 11-year-old, he's going through his own changes because he's going to get ready to go into puberty, and he's going to get ready to transition into middle school and all that stuff, and he's going through a lot of things. He's also been bullied, you know, because bullying is a big deal now. You know, back in the day, bullying, you know, you bullied someone, y'all fought it out, and then that's it. And you guys ended up being like the best of friends for some reason. Now it's not like that. Now you have a ton of other bullying happening. You got social bullying, you got internet bullying, you got regular bullying. It's just incredible what now technology has created for us. Monsters, you know. And for children who are going through different changes, you know, everybody always gets bullied during the change. I'm going to tell you that. Because just things are happening. Your body's changing, you know, from kid to young adult. And everybody gets teased. Believe me, everybody gets teased, because I also got teased. But it's a matter of how you get through it. I can only speak from my experience with my son, and it's been definitely crazy. It's just been, you know, my 11-year-old is going through some personal things, which I will be talking about in a new channel that we're going to be launching. Please stay tuned. And it's going to be me and him tackling, you know, all kinds of stuff, beauty and, you know, other subjects related to, you know, other things. But I don't want to give too much away. We have been working on this for a while. We're hoping that, you know, this helps more people out, because it's been crazy for us. And he just wants people to know that they're not alone out there, and he wants to share his experiences. And I also want to share my experiences. So we are going to be launching that in January 2020. So stay tuned. We'll be doing a countdown to that at the end of the month. So definitely stay tuned. But off subject. So now I am dealing with my crossroads, whether to continue to work full-time, go part-time. Like, I'm not sure how my husband's gonna feel about that, because right now he's feeling just a ton of pressure because, like I said, he's away. He's trying to find a place for us to live down south. So I know he's gonna be like, what are you doing to me? You always do this at the wrong time. And quite honestly, there's no right time, because it's just what it is. So I don't know, quite honestly, what's gonna happen. It's just an idea. Like I said, I've just been pulling it back and forth, trying to figure out, is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I don't want to do? What to do, what to do, oh, what to do. I'm gonna do my lower lash line while we finish chit-chatting. So, I mean, if you guys have ever gone through something like that, where or are going currently through that, just let me know in the comments down below. Just like, because I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I have been at such odds right now. Like, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I honestly do not know what's the best answer, and I know that I'm the only one that can make that and figure that out. But quite honestly, I don't even know. I really don't know what's the best scenario, what's the best answer, what's good for our family. Nothing is good for our family right now. If I were to leave my job today, tomorrow, that's not going to help us at all. If I was to go part-time, that might be able to help. It might relieve some of the stress, because the problem is that my kids are always saying that I'm not home. I'm not home and they're going through a bunch of stuff, you know, and I I don't have enough time in the day to help them. I'm trying my best to be like super mom. I honestly do not know what to do, and it's hard because I want to work because I do want my independence from my husband. I want to be able to pay my own bills, not have to rely on him. I want to be able to provide for my children when they need something. I don't have to go running and asking him, you know, hey, can I get money for this? Hey, can I get money for that? I hate that. It annoys the crap out of me. So yes, I do want to work, but I'm not sure if working full time right now while everything is going on with my family is the right thing. So I think I'm gonna have to step down from my full time to just part time, which is gonna suck because they will definitely give me part time hours. I already know that because it happened before. It ended up being I was getting like 1 4-hour shift a week or 2 4-hour shifts a week, and I cannot live on 8 hours. I can't. It's ridiculous. That I no, it's not worth it if I do that. So that's gonna be like the really tough part for me, you know. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's see. Let's figure it out. I don't know. Because I feel like I'm putting my company in the weirdest position and I don't like to do that. But on the other hand, my family has to come first. I have to be there for them. And I feel like I'm not. But then again, I feel like I'm letting my company down. I am only one person and I can only do but so much, and I'm the one that has to make the decision. I know, I'm the one that has to make the decision. Let me go get my lips and I'll be right back. So in the end, you know, I'm trying to do what's best for everybody, but I think I'm gonna have to just suck it up. I don't want to let anybody down, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm letting my company down. I feel like I'm letting my children down, and I don't know. I don't know. That completes this video because I do have to get to work. I don't know if I even said anything. I don't know if it's a random rambles, but being a mom and being a full-time employee is so difficult, especially when you have so many children. And like I said, in the end, I'm the one that's gonna make the decision. So it is what it is. Tell me your opinions. Tell me your thoughts on working moms, on part-time, full-time, how it works, how you feel. Please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that completes this video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell down below so you get notified every time I upload videos, which is 3 days a week. And it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, you know, if my life permits. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support again. I appreciate everybody, and I will see all you beauties in my next video. Bye.